At guard, 6'6", number 2, gilgeous-alexander.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for John Collins.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game, and that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
And the Clippers starting five. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Out on the perimeter, we'll see Beal and Leonard. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for Oklahoma City, the backcourt pair will be Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Williams at the small forward. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's Beal. It's blocked, and they recover. Pass to Harden. Now, here's Zubac. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. The 19-footer is on the money.
Now, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander. Ring shot on the way. Good on the jump shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Beal dishes to Harden. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
So it's the Clippers now. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Beal. Over Hartenstein. That's good from Beal on the assist from Harden.
Well, the mid-range, always a solid option for Bradley Beal, and sometimes that's what the defense concedes.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Harden outside. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does.
And did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry? What a finish.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract length of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach. They're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Los Angeles. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Checking out Oklahoma City. They've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Now, here is Harden. 17 points in his last outing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here is Harden. The Thunder making the shot. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Leonard kicks to Beal. Shoots over Caruso. Outside Collins. Los Angeles with another miss. The Thunder lead by 7. Now SGA. Well, clearly 2025 was a special season for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris winning the league MVP and the adoration of many.
And obviously contributing to what was an historic season for Oklahoma City. They had the top seed overall in the playoffs. He averaged nearly 33 points on a ridiculous 52% shooting. This guy is the model of both consistency and efficiency.
And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Now, here is Harden, still without a basket. Shot to stop the run, and Holmgren pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great open look there. SGA's got 12 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. 5th, the Clippers.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And LA has possession. A 12-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Williams against Leonard. A wide open look here for Caruso. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside, got a piece of it. Holmgren with the steal.
Caruso, a guy who understands how to draw these fouls. This guy's so savvy.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
The free throw drops for Caruso. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Now here's Paul. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Leonard against Williams. Collins setting the big for Leonard. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Just 4 to shoot. Paul for 3. And the Clippers miss again. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 20-6 run. Caruso looking for an opening. It's good from long range. Caruso's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
SGA against Paul. Pass to Collins. Outside Leonard. Now Paul. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. The lead is 15. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said, our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Now here's Williams. Last game, 26 points. Hartenstein. And the rejection by Zubac.
Boy, how about the D from Zubac there? The big man from Croatia doing some things defensively.
Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Dort finds SGA. Just 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Pass to Williams. Over Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Thunder lead by 16. The Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Collins against Holmgren. Zubac, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Paul gets it to go in.
Not necessarily a volume three-point shooter, but certainly Chris Paul has got to be a guy you make sure you can test.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Here's Zubac. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
Now this is where Zubac's most comfortable. Good work on the interior right there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. From the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And the layup falls. Zubats has got 6 points.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Collins. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Outside Leonard. Zubats the pass to Harden. Takes a 3. Dort grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Leonard on the wing. Defended by Dort. Zubats kicks to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Collins setting the pick for Paul. Los Angeles needs to get out of the shot here. And the dunk by Zubats.
Well, Zubats always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Thunder, Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Kenrich Williams comes in for Holmgren. And Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Jalen Williams. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubats. Jones comes in for John Collins. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for James Harden. Now, here's Dort. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Outside, Jones. Back to Paul. Lopez, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Paul, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And that one falls for Williams. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now here's Leonard. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Lopez against Williams. Lopez, no luck. On offense, here are the Thunder. A big stretch here going 10-2. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
Outside Leonard. Back to Paul. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Dort. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Leonard. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go with a three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Bogdanovich is out there with Paul, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And here's Leonard. Following Lou Dort's three. Williams comes with a double team. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the three fly. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Look at Chris Paul getting aggressive. He's not going to let that three go unanswered. He's too competitive for that.
Back to Wiggins for the 3. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 7 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Williams. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. There's a screen by Williams. Down low. And it's Williams with the jam.
That's a really good job by Jalen Williams to set the screen and then find his way to space so he can score it.
Lopez outside, 18 feet out. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Williams dishes to Williams. Pass to Topic. Williams a screen to the paint. Deflects the pass over Bogdanovich. Wiggins in the post. Defended by Jones. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Paul kicks to Jones. That 3 off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Paul passes to Lopez. On the wing, Jones. That's a 2 from Paul. Dort grabs the miss.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. For the Thunder, Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Topic. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Harden. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 8 points.
Yeah, J-Dub just makes such good decisions when he's playing out of pick-and-roll action. Lets the play develop naturally.
Now, here's Leonard. Lopez, a screen on Dort. Leonard with the ball. Williams picks him up. Lopez dishes to Bogdanovich. Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
For Oklahoma City, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Both free throws good from SGA. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water. Listen, keeping Ivica Zubac off the boards is no easy task. This man has got a gigantic, strong frame.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points for him the last game against Houston.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovich, getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Harden. And SGA gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points. Harden scanning the floor. Zubac a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Zubac.
James Harden is the master of pick and roll action. This guy flawless in his execution.
Williams against Bogdanovich. Puts it up from 15, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now here's Leonard. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And the dunk by Zubac.
Zubac is known for finishing with authority, put it on time and on target, and he'll do the rest.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 points for him.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And the Clippers call time here.
To the floor, it's the Storm Chasers. Give them a hand, fans.
He's checked in for the Thunder. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. John Collins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Beal comes in for Bogdanovich. Beal against SGA. Collins kicks to Leonard. Back to Collins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Harden against SGA. Takes it inside. Holmgren wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harden outside for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Williams passes to SGA. Harden grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Pass to Holmgren. And the rejection by Collins.
Collins with the denial. How about that rim protection?
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
From deep, Harden. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Shot clock at 3. Here's Collins. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Leonard. Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. And the dunk by SGA.
Oh, boy, how slippery is SGA on the dribble drive? Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
And here's Harden. He has yet to score, and stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Beal defending. The kick out to Williams. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Harden. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Leonard attacking. Williams with the block.
That's just tremendous defensive intensity from J-Dub. That is a nice block.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard looking over the floor. From the top of the key, jump shot is good. Leonard's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And yes, it's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden with it. No scoring in this one. 1:03 left to play in the first half. It's deflected.
And tough defense from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's not having it at the rim.
Nobody near Williams. A three-pointer, no good. The Clippers shooting well. They're at 45%. Beal against Caruso. Zubats in the post. Great D that time from Hartenstein. Williams passes to SGA. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Zubats. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 16 points for Ivica Zubats.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Now here's Caruso. Outside Williams, a 3-ball. And so it's Oklahoma City sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Coach Dagnall, pretty good play from this team in the first half. What'd you like best?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job defensively. That's gotten us out on the break. We're sharing the ball. We're shooting with confidence. Taking it possession at a time. That's who we are.
Confidence is king.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. The backcourt pair will be Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Caruso. From deep. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 8th assist in the game. Now, here is Harden. Nothing on the board. Here's Leonard. Taken away by Williams. Oh, and here comes SGA all alone. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that score made possible because of a good read by Jalen Williams. This guy gets better and better as a defender.
From deep, Harden. Drops in the tray. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Lays it up off the glass.
James Harden, one of the best individual offensive players the game has ever seen. If he gets his feet in the painted area, it is always dangerous for the defense.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Here's Holmgren. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Caruso against Beal. And here's Harden. Six on the shot clock. From the high post. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Caruso buries the long-range jumper. Caruso's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Oklahoma City. Harden outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Beal gets a wide open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Beal's got 8 points.
No one better to answer with the 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Now Holmgren. 5 points in the game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Harden can't hit. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Again, Oklahoma City.
Everything going to plan here to start the 3rd. 80% shooting thus far.
LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Caruso. Throws down the breakaway jam.
How about the wingspan of Chet Holmgren? Produces a turnover that turns into points.
Zubac, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Clippers miss again.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Boy, every year, Gilgeous-Alexander adds a dimension to his game. It's hard to remember when he was just a role player coming into the league, now a yearly MVP candidate.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
He's off on the second. So, a lot to appreciate here, Doris, in the game of John Collins. He has been a highly productive pro.
He's been a consistent rebounder. We know he can make shots on the face-up game on the offensive end of the floor. And you're right, there's been a consistent 16 points, 8 boards right in that vicinity since he's entered the league.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
And it's Leonard, top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams against Leonard. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, Williams, because of his frame, he's very comfortable operating in the paint. This guy won't settle.
Zubac's a screen on SGA. The 3 from Harden. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. SGA from outside sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 35.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Harden on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Outside, Beal. Corner shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got assist number 8 now on the night. Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Beal deciding where to go with it. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. And that's good off the glass that time. Holmgren's got 7.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Zubac. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Holmgren. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
He misses the free throw. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick and roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now here's Williams. Shoots over Zubac. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williams has got 11 points.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And taken away by Wallace. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by the Clippers. Here is Harden. He's got 6. Beal from long range. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game. Wiggins against Leonard. Dort to screen on Leonard. Wiggins inside the line. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's Harden. Pass to Collins. Nobody near Leonard. Nails the wide open jump shot. 8 points for him.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Wiggins finds Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Now here's Williams. Zubats defending. Inside. Here's Harden. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's 8 points for James Harden. Wiggins outside. Williams sets a screen for Wiggins. Pass to Williams. Uncovered. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Leonard kicks to Collins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Now here's Harden. Takes the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Wiggins missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Wiggins. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Zubats.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Thunder have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. So when we talk about value players, Doris, Derek Jones comes to mind.
Oh, Kevin, there is absolutely no doubt he deserves to be in this category. This guy combines great athleticism with an ability to knock down shots because he's worked at it. And defensively, we know he's going to make things tough on his opponent.
And here is Paul, following Lou Dort's 3. Paul, right side, again, Los Angeles.
His entire career, he has been a knockdown mid-range shooter. Go ahead, CP3.
At the elbow, Williams. We've got 1:28 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Free throw good, Dort.
Lou Dort earned his way into the NBA because of what he brings on the defensive end. He is stout, he's not going to back away from a challenge, and now he's knocking down threes. Those players in high demand.
Now here's Batum. Still yet to score. Here's Paul. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Dort against Bogdanovich. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd bucket.
Showing off his inside game, Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Wiggins against Batum. And it's Wiggins missing. Los Angeles has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Screen by Jones. Paul's shot is off. Oklahoma City's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Lopez with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Batum. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
From deep three-point territory. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Oklahoma City way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Chris Paul is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They get it back. Paul outside. Jones sets the pick for Paul. Over Wallace. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, that's about Chris Paul getting to his spot and making the defense pay. This guy is lethal with his mid-range game.
Pass to Dort. Hits it from three-point range. Dort's got 9 points here in the second half.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
On the wing, Jones. Leonard, that's for 2. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. No good on the 3. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Paul with the 3. Thunder with the rebound.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Bogdanovich against Dort. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized. Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go. Ouch.
And stolen by Wallace. And here's the break. With the teardrop and the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to stand your ground. Had his feet set, took the hit, and got the call. That is a rugged defensive play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harden's checked in. Paul kicks to Harden. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Pass to Wallace. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside, Dort. TB, one complaint about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And that one against the Pistons, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
And he makes the first. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Down low, here's Lopez. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Brook Lopez never stopped working, especially inside where he has been a force.
Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And here is Wallace, following the 3 from Chris Paul. Wallace misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's taken away by Wallace. On the wing, Wiggins. Lopez covering and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Brook Lopez. And it's John Collins in for Jones. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-5 run here. Zubac, a screen on George. To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Williams. Dort passes to Williams. It's rebounded by Paul.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Drives to the hoop. Here's Collins. Gets a hand on it, and it's Zubac with the extra effort. Zubac has got 20 points.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And so here is Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Wiggins, a screen on Zubac. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Williams.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
With the crossover, and just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Free throw good, Wiggins. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Outside, Dort. Jang with the screen for Dort. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Pass to Jang. Here's Wallace. He's covered by Leonard. Harden against Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubac's a tough cover in close.
So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Ivica Zubac is he knows who he is. Big, strong body, mixes it up on the glass, sets solid screens. Just an understanding of who he is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kenrich Williams comes in for Jang, and it's Isaiah Joe in for Cason Wallace. And both free throws good for Zubac. Oklahoma City shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Wiggins inside the line, and he connects with the jumper.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Beal against Dort. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Nobody near Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Now here's Harden, covered by Joe, and stolen by Williams. Dort against Beal. Left side Williams, outside Williams. Pass to Joe. Now Williams fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Spins. And stolen by Williams. Here's Joe, guarded by Harden. The 11-footer, again, Oklahoma City.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
LA has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Harden kicks to Leonard. Pass to Collins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kicks it out to Leonard to halt the run. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Collins. Good D by Williams.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Dort passes to Williams. Williams kicks to Williams. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer, Wiggins. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Beal with it. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, you've seen Kawhi evolve as a facilitator over the last several years. Love to see him setting up his teammates.
Leonard with the steal. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for gilgeous-alexander.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Now, Wiggins. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. For 3, Williams. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the strike.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Clippers, Bradley Beal taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wiggins against Collins. Wiggins outside. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.